So the key parts of a forklift that every operator should know, I would say first of all, the operator should be familiar with all functionalities of the forklift before they put it into an actual workplace application. First of all, what to look as they're doing a initial checklist of the forklift before they even get on it. They should be understanding to look to make sure wheel lugs on the tires are tight, that there's no debris or shrink wrap that's caught in between the wheel well, to make sure that there is nothing leaking, no punctures or gouges on the tires, that forks are not bent, that there is nothing else that is cause of concern before getting onto the forklift to start that procedure. I would say once everything has been checked and kind of gone through a checklist around it, then the next part they should understand what the procedure is in terms of to start the forklift, meaning that making sure the shift column is in the neutral position, making sure that the parking brake is applied on there, that if it is an LP gas, that the propane is turned on, if it is an electric, that the battery is plugged into the truck. Make sure all that stuff is in play before they would go to the next procedure, which would be to turn the key on. Once the key is on, then the seatbelt needs to be applied. That way they have their seatbelt in place. And then after that, they would need to make sure they know the levers, which again, they should all know all that part. The first lever will always go up and down. The second lever closest to the steering wheel will tilt the forklift mast forward and backwards. And then the third and fourth are considered auxiliary functions. So depending on what your application is, those will be based on your scenario. The counterweight plays a big role in the forklift, as the forklift itself balances between the loads that you are picking up on the front of the forklift and then either driving them just 4 to 6 inches off the ground to get to where you need to go, whether it's from the back of a semi to the other side of a building, or if it's being used to lift a product up to a certain lift height. Where the counterweight comes into play is that it is balancing out what you were picking up on the front. So if the counterweight is damaged or anything of that nature, first that would be a safety issue where you would immediately need to park the forklift, tag it out of the system on there, and report that to your material handling company, such as RDS equipment. If it is missing, then there has been an incident that has already happened on there, and that the truck should be reported immediately to the supervisor and not be used at all. The truck will not operate effectively or safely if it is missing the counterweight, because there is nothing that is balancing out what is getting picked up on the front end of the forklift.